The summer season started with the earlier announced Lanero. It was supposed to be a Warframe sport for the people that didn't like PvP, but soon it turned out to be just as bad. However, Lanero was part of a freeway update that would bring the community the new cinematic quest, The War Within. People have been speculating, hoping, waiting and hyping all at the same time, and collectively, they had all reached the climax when Rebecca uttered the words,
"It's coming in July!"
But it didn't. The Spectres of the Rail releases the second installment just in the nick of time. It gave us the premise Star Trek 3.0, the solo map that would bring peace, happiness and nostalgia. It would do away with the cramped void tables and bring back old items. It would allow new players to make more sense of what this game was about, and at the same time, it would make the game more interesting for the veterans. But it didn't. The void was entirely removed as the place to form prime pods, and instead we were given relics. It had been a huge change that everyone had kind of been expecting, but still, it threw the community into distress. What were we supposed to think? What were we supposed to do? What was this rushed, unfinished and incomplete update? Everyone was ready to give into the depression or start a revolution. Things had reached such a critical level, we needed something quick. Something that would unite all Tenno from all over the world and make us hype again. Something that was TennoCon. Never in all of human history had any of this occurred. An event solely for Warframe. A place where we could all meet Tenno, watch our favorite YouTubers and streamers and get a studio tour. For one day the entire internet, or at least my Twitter feed, was fully centered around London, Ontario. There was hype, there were new primes and there was even more hype. The community got into a lift and we went to a level of hype we had never been in before. It gave us something we'd been looking forward to for a very long time. And it would be something we would tell stories about for a very, very long time. And you'd better be sure that would be a long time. Because as the community took their time to recover from the TennoCon hype, the longest patience challenge was about to begin. Delay after delay passed by and the War Within became more of a third dream than a real quest. It didn't release in July, it didn't release in August, and the community became restless. So in an attempt to satisfy us, we got the Silver Grove. The Silver Grove was an update with everything that was prepared for the War Within and could be released right away to bring in some new content. It was a decent enough update with an interesting quest, new storyline and new Warframe. However, it quickly bored out the community who had nothing else to do but play Warframe Farmville. Around the same time we saw 10 o'clock 150 come out. The Mother of Warframe podcast celebrated her 3rd anniversary alive with special guests like Crash Omnis, Mogamu and Silverbones. It was so successful and so much platinum was given away that the latter two decided to give up on Warframe and pursue their own dreams. This led to a massive movement of people either leaving or taking a break from the game. The people that remained were confused. The universe was empty from all of those who left, and a good old time to which we could hype seems far away. Something had to be done. Something to hype again.
Oh, the hype is real.
To announce that we are going to do a world record attempt on the Void defense mix currently out there.
Yes, Daniel the Demon and W Grades came back as the saviors of Warframe to bring us yet another world record attempt. Together with Animated Break and Show, they set out to place a stunning world record of 137 waves of Void defense. It got the community going again. The hype slowly built up as soon after both Daniel and Grades were invited to the Warframe studio to play the War Within. It had been the moment we'd all been waiting for. No, not the elections, but the War Within. Many times we'd heard it being announced, but with both the Demon and the Dark ready at their primetime computers, nothing could go wrong. The stream started and, no, was that the War Within? Didn't look like it. Was that the War Within? No. But finally, around midnight, the moment the entire world had been waiting for was there. The War Within. Many had given up the hope of ever seeing it in their lifetimes. Many had forgotten what it was about, and many readied themselves for a big disappointment. But the disappointment never came, as the War Within not only saved the Warframe community, it took it up and made it reach levels it had never reached before. Warframe became the #1 free-to-play game as more people played it than the second Dream. The quests were around it, gave us hype, lore and a way of playing we'd never seen before. Our Tenno were no longer paralyzed little shits, and the entire community cheered when we were finally able to walk around and do something with our operators. Even though Teshin turned on us, even though Orders turned on us, even though we were abandoned in the middle of a blizzard, we couldn't care less, because invisibility, dashing and shooting beams meant the kids were no longer a burden. And so were the actual players, as during the quest we weren't there just to sit through it and watch it unfold. We were actually given the choice to go into the fortress, kill the queen and drink the weird glowing liquid. Now of course not everyone can be a winner, as Rebecca reminded us in front of millions of people that all the millions of Tenno playing Warframe are in fact utter and total losers.
I mean, we have 26 million registered users.
And with that, we went into the final month of the year. Whereas everyone else was outside freezing their balls off, we were preparing for the heat of battle in the Frozen Balls Showdown. In an attempt to make PvP great again, weapons were taken away, and instead we were given snowballs and a giant candy cane to beat the living shit out of each other. For once this meant it was actually fun to play PvP, as long as we had rewarding daily challenges, and it resulted in this event not appearing once, but twice in a month. However, it wasn't enough to end the year with. We needed something big, and they promised us something big. 2016 wouldn't end without 2 more Warframes and 1 amazing quest, which, translated from Deathstream language, means only 1 more Warframe and half a decent quest.
But boy, what a Warframe.
Nidus came along with 2 new weapons and a new mission mode. But why even bother to remember that, as this Warframe was so amazing, so strong and so sexy. It made the entire community fall in love with him right the moment they picked him up. Doing away with Energy Force ultimates, restoring health on the go and opening up the second door on our orbiter, this Warframe was better than anyone had ever seen before. Even critics couldn't say anything else than, "Oh my god, this is the best Warframe ever." We were going to end this year for once on a high note. The hype was back and we only had 1 more quest to go. And god, was that beautiful. No one knows what has happened in the Warframe studios between the Whirlwind and the Glass Gambit, but what we do know is that it spawned magic. A quest we'd all been waiting for, where in the first mission some long-awaited immersion is finally put in, and we get to see the long-rumored colonists. After that, the quest just ends. I mean, it was a bit weird having just 1 mission for a quest, but let's wrap it up. Because 2016 was amazing, and the hype, it had a world record, and above all, it had the Nidus Warframe within Gambit quest that meant upgraders could transcend the sets and become Warframes on their own. We had to wait as 26 million registered losers, but what did we care as we all got around to see our favorite Warframe come to life in what turned out to be the not so close by London. All that combined means that 2016 scores a full 158 subs out of 10, and let's move on to 2017. What? This video's about all that mattered to me, okay? Ah, whatever. It was all dreadful.